Happy Old School April 2026 is live! Ah! Can you believe it's April already? When did that happen? It's in 5 minutes since Christmas. Anyway, happy Old School April, everyone. I am, of course, on the record store rockers team while we working for points, reading for points, crafting for points, watching for points. So yeah, I've put a little tag around his neck so he can keep hold of it, Gary. He's a good lad, isn't he? He's a good lad. But anyway, it is today, Wednesday, the 1st of April, 2026. And welcome to my channel and this week's upload, which will be my week 1 Old School April vlog. So I'll be showing you what I'm reading, what I'm crafting, and what I'm building in Lego. And I'm also going to start sewing and also what I'm watching. So today, starting gentle. We're starting gentle, right? We'll start gentle. I am starting, I've already read one book actually this morning. Night School Bites by A.D. Arrow. I read this morning because I've been up since 5 o'clock. It's now 10 to 10. It was only like an hour and a half reading in between drinking copious amounts of tea because I couldn't get any sleep last night. Insomnia. This is a great story. If you don't know anything about these books, they are a kind of Goosebumps for the modern age. Yeah, he's a great guy as well, A.D. Arrow. He's an American guy, and this is his 4th book. This is about a lad who is woken up by his parents and driven to another town in the middle of the night called, what's it called? Wolverick? I think Wolverick, maybe Volderuk. I can't remember. Anyway, and he goes to school there, but he only goes to school at night because there's no day school. And it's a very strange town. And all the people are very pale. And they have long teeth. It's such a fun read. Such a fun read. I really enjoyed that. So that was my first book of Old School April. Today I'm also starting a buddy read with my lovely friend Melina. We're going to start reading In Every Generation. We're doing about 100 pages a day or 100 pages a block. I mean, I can easily read 100 pages a day. I can read 100 pages in less than an hour. So we'll be reading that together, and then we've set up a WhatsApp so we can have a little natter about it. So I'm looking forward to it. This is a Buffy sequel where Willow's daughter, can't remember what she's called, hang on, Frankie Rosenberg, is not only a witch but also a slayer. So we'll have a look what that's about. So great cover, isn't it? And I love Kendara Blake. I loved Anna Dressed in Blood. And I'm also going to probably start reading one of my other books. Not sure which one yet. But quite fancy maybe A Point Horror Unleashed. So either The Carver, which I love the cover of that. It looks like a body part, but actually I think it's wood. And it's about these wooden puppets hanging from trees. I mean, it sounds brilliant. Or this, The Cunning Man, which is set in a seaside place where there's a house that's it's very dangerous. The seafarers. So I'm going to read one of those, I think, as well today. I've also got my chiropodist come in today. I have my chiropodist come once every 6 weeks, I think, because I'm disabled. If you're new here, I have MS and fibromyalgia, so my legs aren't very good, so I can't walk very well, and I certainly can't lift my leg up enough to cut my own toenails anymore. So I have a little lady come in called Louise, who's lovely, and she does them for me, and then she massages my feet. Oh, it's so lovely. I'd recommend anybody gets it done, even if you can do it yourself. It's like a pamper. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, apart from that, I'm having a pretty good day. I've done all my jobs already this morning, already read a book, and now I'm sitting down with a coffee. So all is well. I put my hair up. I've got my Howl earrings in. I'm feeling myself. So let's see how it goes. But whatever you're doing, let me know if you're doing Old School April. Let me know. And yeah, so welcome to the week 1 vlog. Whilst watching the lovely Kelsey and Cameron on the opening day of OSA, I'm in my in my recliner building daisies as part of the craftathon. So that's what I'm doing tonight. It's 8:45 here now at night. There you go. There's the daisies done. I've put them in these little ghosts. These used to be what they're called. You know, they have those sticks in with the perfume come out. I think both of them are bought by my friend Ree. So the perfume in them's run out. So I'm just going to use them as little vases. Aren't they cute? Those two sadly won't fit in there. There's not enough room. So they're just going to have to sit in that one. And then I'm going to go back to reading In Every Generation by Kendara Blake, which I am buddy reading with the lovely Melina. So yeah, and I'm still watching Old School April sprints. We haven't done another sprint yet. They're still chatting. It's such fun. It's just like a lovely community. And yeah, so yeah, that's day one. OSA done nearly. Hello, it's day 2 of Old School April. April 2nd. I've had a slow start this today. It's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I woke up with a really bad head, so I haven't been able to do a lot this morning. So apart from like pootle about, and I haven't been able to read because I couldn't read because my eyes were wobbly. And so I'm just going to sit down and start reading now. I am reading In Every Generation by Kendara Blake. This is a buddy read with my friend Melina. I've only read a little bit of it, so I'm going to try and finish the first 100 pages so that we can have a chat about it on WhatsApp. I expected to do that this morning and then be on to my second book, but never mind, life is life in. It's a beautiful sunny day here, which is lovely, but not helping the headache situation because it's a bit warm and heat doesn't work well. But anyway, never mind. Last night I watched the Old School April start off on YouTube with Kelsey, and that was great fun. I stayed till about 11, so like 5 hours. We started at 6. I was tired by then, so I needed to go to bed. But I think they went on for ages. I don't know, but it was such a good fun. Such a lovely chat as well. Such lovely people. But also yesterday, sorry, late yesterday. I don't know what's happened with Amazon deliveries, but I got an Amazon delivery at 10 to 10 last night. On Kelsey's YouTube video about her OSA TBR, I think it was, she mentioned this series, and I'd never heard of it before. It's kind of like Goosebumps knockoff, I suppose. It's called Creepover. I've never heard of it. So I thought, I'll go on Amazon and see if they've got it on KU because I'll read some of them. Anyway, they hadn't got them on KU, but they got 2 of the books at a really good price. I think they were £4 each. Well, I think this one actually was £3.98. This is a paperback of The House Next Door. I don't know anything about these books, but they look quite good fun. There's a creepometer on the back and it says, sleep with the lights on. I mean, I'm assuming that's if I was a kid. I would be worried if I'd sleep with the lights on at my age. Yes, about a New Year's Eve party. Mysteries in the house. But that looks good. I think this is number 16. They don't have all of them in the UK. They certainly don't have the first few, I don't think. But this was like £3.98. And it's going to show you inside. It's got creepy stuff all across the top. Like the Goosebumps, with the slime. It's cool, isn't it? And also this one was about £1 more. I think it was about £4.98. And this is a little hardback. What a Doll is called. Love the covers. They're proper creepy. Who's really in control? The creepometer on this one is hide under the covers. So we'll see, but that's a little hardback for less than a £5. I mean, so I'm going to throw those into my Old School April TBR as well. But apart from that, I'm not planning on doing anything else today apart from reading, really. It's 6th of April today. The prompt is frosted. The old frosted tips that were a big thing in the 90s. I never had them, but I know a lot of friends had them. Certainly, a lot of the boys I knew had them, and it's to do with something cold. And that's a problem because it's hot here today. I don't really know what to post for that, really. Perhaps I could do something sparkly, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, old school April day 2. It's been a bit of a quieter one than I anticipated, but never mind. I was hoping to do another Lego today, but I'm not going to get there. I just want to sit and drink tea. Got my jumper on because even though it's hot here today, I feel chilly. It's probably because I don't feel well. And tomorrow I've got visitors. 2 of my indie author friends, Kat and Jim, are popping in to see me tomorrow on the way to Taunton or on the way back from Taunton, one way or another. So that'll be fun. Tomorrow, of course, is Good Friday too. And did you watch the Artemis launch? I don't know any people on here at my age. I'm Gen X. I'm an early Gen X. I was born in '69. So I'm an older Gen Xer. I find watching the space shuttle really stressful after, the accident in 1986. And so I watched it a bit like this, just waiting for them to get past the point where, that one blew up. But yeah, I mean, I love space. I love anything to do with space. So it's wonderful to see, But yeah, there's trauma there, isn't there? There's trauma for us that were around in the 80s for that. But anyway, I hope you're all okay, my darlings. Hope you're having a good day, whatever you're doing. And I'll catch up with you tomorrow. You take care. Bye bye.
Time for a little bit of Angel. I've already watched about 5 episodes. I want to watch the last 5, so I'm going to sit and do that now. My lovely blanket, which was my friend Ree. And my lovely cushion cover, which was from my sister-in-law. Angel, it's time. And this here is my oldest boy, Gally. This is a sofa bed. By the way, that's a Christmas. Be cute. Anyway, and he loves his ghost pillow. He's an old boy, 17 this year, and this underneath here is a heated under blanket to keep him warm because he's got arthritis, haven't you, boy? Hey, baby. Say hello to the peoples. They saw you yesterday as well. He's my beautiful boy. Oh, he loves you. Yes, he does. He likes having his bum tickled. Bum, bum, tickle. Bum, bum, tickle. Bum, bum. Oh, bless him.
Hello, my friends. It is a Friday, Good Friday, the 5th of April now. And I filmed a little bit about the cat and that earlier on, and this is an awful angle, but I don't know where I've put my tripod. This is the problem with the menopause, But I just wanted to update you. I've watched the last 5 episodes of Angel this afternoon or this morning. I had visits from 2 of my indie horror author friends, Jim and Kat. They came around for a couple of hours this afternoon, which was lovely. And I have read Stay Out of the Basement by R.L. Stein, which was great fun. It's basically Little Shop of Horrors, but domestic, isn't it? But I'll do a full review on that at the end of the month. And also read the first creepover book that I've got, The House Next Door. Now, this was great. I'd have loved something like this when I was a kid. It's basically an isolated house with a family in a very small town called Glory. And next door, there's an abandoned house where the family disappeared 100 years ago and 2 kids disappeared 50 years after that. And it's basically a great ghost story. Really enjoyed it. And on New Year's Eve, 5 kids go in there and shenanigans happen. It was really, really good. I really loved it. So, yeah, that's what I've read today and what I've watched today. And in a minute, I'm going on to a live Lego build on YouTube, and I will be building the Blue Astronaut. So I'll show you that when it's done. But anyway, I hope you're all right. Hope you're having a lovely Friday. Most people are off. I mean, I don't know about internationally, but certainly in the UK, today's a bank holiday. So a lot of people are off, and I hope you've all got lovely things planned for Easter. But just thought I'd give you a quick check-in. Take care, my loves.
Okay, change of plan. I've decided I'm going to make this. This is what we call Flego. It's alternate brick. Not Lego, but it's a magic astrology book nook. And it is 946 pieces, 10 plus years, so I should be all right. But it looks really cool, doesn't it? So I'm going to turn it round for you. That's how it goes together like that. So you can fit it in between your books. And this one lights up too. Can't think, well, I don't know who the maker is. Insoon is the maker. Oh, God, how awkward am I? Don't know why anybody's giving me a camera. Insoon. Supposedly, these are a really good make of alternate bricks. They click together. It's really heavy. They click together really well. So I'm going to make this tonight on stream.
Hello, my friends. It's Saturday, the 4th of... Oh, it's about something to your badge. Gary, pull yourself together. It's Saturday, the 4th of April, and today I'm carrying on with my Lego, which I started yesterday. I'm also going to start reading the next Creepover book today. What a doll. So I'm going to read that. I'm still continuing reading In Every Generation by Kendora Blake, which is my buddy read. I've just done the next section, so I'll read that one. And I also finished last night this one, Scareville, which is... can't remember who recommended that now. Cameron, maybe, I think. And it was really, really good. It's about this town, and this shop opens there called Scareville, and it's run by this very weird, tall man in a pinstripe suit and called Mr. Enstrom. And he opens this shop that sells all horror memorabilia. And these four friends, four teenagers, well, I don't know if they're teenagers, I think they're like 11 or 12. I'm not sure whether it's kind of more middle grade than YA, but anyway, so they buy four things, and then they start getting nightmares that they're in this building with this man, and it turns out he's not all he seems. But it was really good fun. I watched that last night. This is what I'm building, by the way. The Magic Astrology a Book Nook. It's cool, isn't it? The book's okay, actually. The only thing I find with it, with these, the ones that are not Lego, is that the instructions don't go a page per part. They have like 4 pages, and it goes across the page rather than down. So it took me a while to get used to that. And they are very good. The bricks click together really well, although they won't come apart very easily. So, but yeah, so my fingers were very sore. But there's two sheets of stickers, and I've done this part so far. Let me show you. This is what I did last night. Let's put you there. Can you still hear me? Have I got that down there? I need to put this down. I'll show you. I can just open it, and then... So there's the first part of the astrology, and there's even a little pussycat there. I don't know if you can see. Where is he? He's on the end of there. There you go. And it's just like lots of little bits and bobs, and yeah, cupboards and things. And then it just goes back together like that. That's how it'll look as a book nook. There's some lights to go in this as well, which there's the lights. I like it, which I haven't got to yet. I hope I haven't missed anything, and it'll be clear where I put them. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing today, and I'll show you as I go along each stage of the build. But I hope you're having a beautiful day on this gorgeous Easter Saturday, whatever you're doing. Hello. I've got Gary down here. So this, I'm just updating you on what I've made. So I'm still putting the light kit in, but currently this is what it looks like. Yeah. The light kit's a little bit fiddly, and but it's just because you're not putting it all in one go. So you're feeding it through as you're doing it. I'm not bothered about light kits. I know a lot of people put them on their Lego. I've no intention of doing that. I'm not taking something apart to, to put it back together again. I mean, that's just not going to happen. But yeah, so yeah, we'll see how we go. Okay, so I've finished it. I've lost my voice completely, so I'm hoping you can hear this. But yeah, so it's actually, it doesn't look so good on the outside, but inside, it's very cool. Lots of little bits and pieces, spell books and all sorts of vials and broomsticks and hats and all sorts of candles and things. But the wiring is really messy. You can see there's no way to tuck it in anywhere, like they do with Luma bricks, or, you know, fun hole as it's called now. But however, when it looks like that's how it'll look on the shelf, and if I can just turn it on, that's how it'll look on the shelf. And that's quite pretty, isn't it? I mean, so it was okay, but it is a nightmare, and it either sticks together so tightly that you can't get them apart if you need to, or is so loose they keep dropping off. So probably something I won't, a company I won't try again, but it was fun anyway. Hello, my loves. It's Easter Monday, Monday the 6th of April, and tonight I'm doing a live Lego build, and tonight I am finally building the Blue Astronaut. I can't wait. He's got a little alien in his head. Apart from that, today I also finished Creep Over, What a Doll, which was fantastic. It's basically about these two girls who are best friends, and then one of them finds other friends and starts neglecting the other one, and she buys a doll from this strange woman and calls it Lizzie, and then when she does things to the doll, strange things happen to her friend. The twists at the end of these, by the way, is always something not expected. They're not happy endings, and I quite like that because that seems real to life to me. So yeah, really loved that, really enjoyed it. I also finished this Esther, what's it called? Esther, blah, blah. Oh my God. I've got it in front of me, see. This is the problem. But then I finished this. So this is about a woman who, she's crazy. I mean, completely crazy. And she, called Esther. Obviously, Esther is looking for you. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I haven't got it in front of me. Anyway, there it is. She has a tragedy, a real tragedy. And her and her husband just grow apart. She starts hating her job, and she starts falling in love with this actor called Ted Levy, who lives in Canada. And she develops this weird parasocial relationship with him and the other fans called Tedettes. And she decides to uproot her whole life and move to Canada in the hope of bumping into him and him falling in love with her, because that's what happens, isn't it? Anyway, she starts meeting people in his life, and it all goes to pieces in the end anyway. And but it's very funny. It started really well and it ended really well. The middle was a little bit boring, in my opinion. I got a bit bored in the middle. I was like, oh, what'd you get on? And but it was an easy read, and it talks about tragedy and loss and betrayal and consequences, and it has some really heavy themes in it, so please check the content warnings on this one. But I enjoyed it. It was good fun. So I finished that one last night, and I've just finished In Every Generation by Kendara Blake, which is my budget read. I think I'm ahead of Melina because she's been a bit poorly, but after I read the third section, I wanted to read the last part. I was so nervous. We spoke about this, me and Melina, about reading this because we both love Buffy so much. We were worried that this wouldn't live up to it, but it really does. A lot of the original Scoobies are back, but they're now adults. I mean, the main character is Willow's daughter, Frankie, and she becomes a Slayer witch. I mean, it's exactly in their voices. It's full of Easter eggs and, you know, hints back to the old show, pop culture references. The dialogue from the main characters sounds exactly like they sounded, but now as adults rather than teenagers. Do you know Spike's in this? Oh, I love Spike. It's just incredible story. The big bad is a woman in this one, the Countess, and Sunnydale has been rebuilt, very modern, so all the old haunts have gone except one. and that's where they set up their nest. And she has to defeat her, obviously, and she's a new Slayer, and she's a shock to become a Slayer because they live in a very normal life in Sunnydale. Do you know what I mean? Apart from the fact her best friend is Jake, who's a werewolf, and he lives with his cousin Oz. And all her aunties are slayers and demons and vampires. But aside from that, she has a pretty normal life until it all goes to hell. But anyway, the Hellmouth is stirring. This is the first in a trilogy. I've ordered the other 2 books. The third one's just arrived. I'm waiting for the second one. I could only get the second one in paperback. The hardback is impossible to get. So, but that's coming hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday. So, yeah, really enjoyed it. So, that's what I've been doing today for Old School April. And today, now, I'm going to build some Lego. Hope you've had a beautiful Easter, my darlings, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, my friends. It's now Tuesday, the 7th of April. Today's a sad day. It's my mum's 14th anniversary since we lost her. So it's been a quiet day, and I've mainly been building Lego and reading. So I finally finished the astronaut, which I shall show you now. There he is. Hello, people. Very, very timely, isn't it, at the moment, with Artemis 2 mission. So, yeah, he's got things on the back. And then if you open his head, this is so hard to do with one hand. Hang on a second. He's got uncontrollable now. What's wrong with you? Just calm yourself down. Anyway. If you open his head, there's an alien controlling him. So hopefully that's not happening to the actual people in space. Anyway, hopefully not. Anyway, so put him to one side for now. Clip his head back on. Can't hear me with my microphone, can you? But there you go. He's all sorted. He'll go on the shelf somewhere now. I've also finished another book since yesterday. Today I read Demon by Samantha Lee. This is the Tales Point Horror main book of the month, and I think Shelley organised them the wrong way around because normally the bonus book is first and then the main book's not till the end, but probably because the guests could only do this Sunday. This is the worst point horror book I've ever read. It's got every ism you can imagine. Sexism, racism, colonialism. I mean, it's fatphobic, it's misogynistic, it's just, and even in the 90s, some of the way people speak, and this is a small town, but it really puts small towns down, really, right? Because even for a small town in the 90s, this would have been unacceptable language. So that was a bit disappointing. The basic premise of the book was quite good. It was about a demonically possessed dream catcher that grants your dreams, but obviously takes people out in the process. And then it kind of went into a kind of like Native American revenge tale. It didn't really know what it wanted. It didn't really know what it was meant to be. The main character in this book, I didn't like her at all. I didn't like anybody in this book, to be honest. It was just the most terrific point horror book I've ever read, and the first book I have ever in my life, because I obviously, as part of the Point Horror Book Club, I never normally put a book on Goodreads 3 stars or less ever. If normally if I mark anything below 3 stars, I've DNF'd it, right? But because this is for the Point Horror group, I trudged through it, so I finished it and gave it 1 star. It's the first time in my entire life I've ever done that on Goodreads. It was trash. Sorry. But today, to cheer me up, because I was just so disappointed because it offered so much and it was just so disappointing. Do you know what I mean? When you think, oh, this sounds good, and then it just, ugh. This has arrived today, which is published today, The Seventh Sister by Dawn Kurtagich, which is all about feral women. Feral sisters, 7 of them. Witchy, witchy, witchy. In the forest. It's kind of a bit fetid, a bit dark, a bit dank, a bit mushroomy. Do you know what I mean? Looking forward to that. So I'm actually going to start that today. So yeah, that was my first week of old school April done. Yay! It's gone so quick. Oh my, it's go quick. I hope you're okay, my darlings. I'll start the next week tomorrow, and I hope you all have had a wonderful April start. Even if you're not doing old school April, I hope you had a wonderful Easter. I did. I ate too much chocolate. It's the law, right? It's the law, right? Anyway, you take care of yourselves and each other. Keep warm, keep hydrated, keep reading fantastic books, building Lego, doing whatever brings you joy. And I'll see you in my next upload. If you like this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribe if you fancy just being on my little silly side of the internet. Until next week, my friends, bye bye.